corners of your imagination as we unravel chilling tales of horror, suspense, and the unknown. From ghostly encounters to twisted mysteries, each story will leave you questioning what's real and what lurks just beyond the shadows. Are you ready to face your fears? Subscribe now and let the terror begin. The Goldilocks Killer is the name given to one of Japan's most notorious unsolved murder cases, which took place in the year 2000. The case was named after the famous children's story character Goldilocks due to the strange behavior of the killer. How so? We will find out soon. On one calm December night, specifically on the 30th of December 2000, in a district called Setagaya in Tokyo, the capital of Japan, there was a small family of four, the Miyazawa family. The family consisted of the father, Mikio Miyazawa, 44 years old, his wife, Yasuko, 41 years old, their daughter, Nina, 8 years old, and their son, Rei, 6 years old. Living nearby was Yasuko's mother, who resided in a neighboring house with her elder sister. At that time, the Miyazawa family was preparing to move out of their home by the new year, as only a few houses remained in the area. Among these were the Miyazawa family home and Yasuko's sister's house, as the Japanese government had decided to expand the nearby skating park. On that night, precisely at 11 p.m., Yasuko was in her daughter Nina's bedroom, reading her a bedtime story, while the boy Rei was sound asleep in his room on the second floor. Meanwhile, Mikio, the father, was in his study, working on his personal computer. Everything seemed calm, but they were unaware that it would be their last night alive. At some point, the killer sneaked into the house through an open bathroom window on the second floor. After climbing a nearby tree, he entered the first room he encountered, which was the bedroom of young Rei, who was sleeping. The killer used his bare hands to strangle Rei, killing him as he slept, and then left the room. Meanwhile, Mikio heard strange noises coming from Rei's room and went upstairs to investigate. There, he encountered the killer, and a violent fight ensued, ending with Mikio being stabbed to death by the killer using a sashimi knife. It was reported by the police that part of the knife broke off inside Mikio's skull. After that, the killer attacked Yasuko and her daughter Nina with the broken knife. When he realized the knife was not sufficient, he left them and went downstairs to the kitchen to get another knife, returning to continue his heinous crime. It is noted that the police found a bandage with Nina's blood on it, suggesting Yasuko had tried to save her daughter. However, the killer managed to overpower them before they could escape. What made this case particularly strange was the behavior of the killer. He stayed in the house for hours after committing the crime. The killer ate several items from the family's refrigerator, including ice cream and tea. He also used the family computer to browse the internet and took a nap on the couch. Additionally, he left his waste in the bathroom without flushing. The police also found that the killer had used bandages and medical supplies found in the house to treat injuries he had sustained during the crime. The next morning, Yasuko's mother tried to call her daughter as she did every day, but there was no answer. She tried calling once, twice, 3 times, but still no response, which caused her to worry. Her daughter always answered her calls, and they chatted every morning. So, she decided to go to her daughter's house. She rang the doorbell repeatedly, but there was no response. She then used the spare key she had to open the door. Upon entering, she was horrified by the scenes she witnessed. Her son-in-law Mikio's body lay on the floor, covered in blood with numerous stab wounds. She continued to search for her daughter, only to find Yasuko and her granddaughter Nina, both with multiple stab wounds. The grandmother held on to the hope that young Ray might still be alive, since she hadn't seen his body yet. But her hopes were soon shattered when she climbed to the upper floor and found the boy's body strangled in his bed. The investigation into the crime was extensive, but it failed to identify the perpetrator. The killer left several clues behind, including fingerprints and DNA samples found at the crime scene. DNA tests indicated that the suspect might be of mixed Asian and European descent. Gloves, a scarf, and a jacket, not belonging to the Miyazawa family, were found at the scene, believed to be the killer's. Footprints from a pair of shoes of the Slazenger brand, which were not commonly sold in Japan, were also found in the house. Despite the abundance of physical evidence, the case remains unsolved to this day. It is believed that the killer was not Japanese, based on the mixed DNA results and the type of shoes found at the crime scene. Over the years, many theories and speculations have emerged, but none have led to a definitive conclusion. The Setagaya family murder, also known as the Goldilocks killer case, has had a significant impact on society and remains one of the most famous unsolved crimes in Japan. The case continues to attract attention from both local and international media, with many calling for renewed efforts to solve it. The remaining members of the Miyazawa family are still seeking justice, and the case serves as a chilling reminder that even ordinary neighborhoods can harbor dark, unsolved mysteries.